Welcome to CBSE English Tutorial, a visual guide.
Let's put a name to this thing. I like to call it the now tense, and for a very good reason. Its main job is to describe what's happening in the present moment. So the official definition basically boils down to two key jobs. First, it's for actions that are happening at the exact moment you're speaking, like you watching this right now. And second, it's for temporary things happening around the present, stuff that's in progress but isn't going to last forever. Okay, so how do you actually make a sentence using this tense? Well, you're going to love this because it's surprisingly simple. Let's check out the basic formula. It's really just a three-part recipe. First, you grab your subject, I, she, they. Next, you add the right to be verb to match it, so am, is, or are. And for the final ingredient, you take your main action verb and just stick ing on the end. And there you have it. Subject plus am, is, are plus a verb ending in ing. Okay, so we've got the recipe, but when should you actually use it? Let's get into the four main situations where this tense is your absolute best friend. So here they are, the big four, talking about stuff happening right now, describing temporary situations, talking about ongoing activities, and pointing out things that are changing or developing. Let's look at an example for each one, shall we? First up, the most obvious one, actions happening right now. You look over, someone's got a book in their hands, you can say, she is reading a book. It's happening in this exact moment. Simple and direct. All right, next up, temporary things. Take this sentence. I am staying with my friend. This is a perfect example because it tells you this isn't my forever home, right? It's just for a little while. Think about it. If you said, I live with my friend, that sounds permanent. But I am staying. That tells a totally different temporary story. And what about ongoing actions? They are playing in the field. This tells you the activity is already in progress, right? They probably started playing a little while ago, and they're not done yet. The whole thing is unfolding as we speak. And last but not least, we use it for situations that are changing, like the weather is getting warmer. It's describing a trend, a process. It's not warm yet, maybe, but it's headed in that direction. See how that works? All right, we know what it is and when to use it. Time to get our hands dirty and actually build some sentences. We'll look at the three big types: positives, negatives, and of course, questions. So for a basic positive sentence, you literally just follow the recipe we talked about. You can see it here. I goes with am, so I am writing. She gets is, so she is reading. And they pairs up with are for they are playing. See that pattern? It's pretty straightforward. Okay, but what if you want to say something isn't happening? It is so easy. Seriously. You just find that to be verb, like are in this example, and you pop the word not right after it. They are playing becomes they are not playing. That's it. That's the only thing you have to do. And what about asking questions? Another super simple trick. All you do is take the subject and the to be verb and you just swap them. Flip their places. So the statement, she is reading, turns into the question, is she reading? Just by flipping those first two words, you've completely changed what the sentence does. Whew, okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's just zoom out and boil all of this down to the one single thing you absolutely have to remember. This is your big grammar takeaway. Look, if you forget everything else from this, please remember this right here. The absolute core, the heart and soul of the present continuous is this combo. The verb to be, your is, am, or are, followed by your main verb with an ing slapped on the end. That little formula is the engine that makes this whole thing run. And that's pretty much it. So now you've got the tool you need to talk about what's happening this very second, or a temporary situation, or even a big change that's underway. So I'll leave you with one last question. And yep, I'm using the very tense we just learned. What are you learning now? Hopefully, you're feeling a lot more confident using the grammar of right now. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for watching. See you again in a bit.